Hello everyone and welcome back to another MD Fish Tanks build video. If you're new here, then welcome aboard. Now many of you will notice the two tanks behind me were once full of aquatic life and aquatic plants, but currently I'm going to rescape them both. Now I haven't actually mentioned the one behind me to anyone. I just decided that I didn't like it anymore. I thought I could do better, and if you keep thinking something like that, then you should just go with your gut and break it down and restart. That's what we're doing today. First of all though, I want to get a background on the aquarium. I'm going to go for the frosted look. Right, that's the frosting all done and I think that's looking really decent, but the next job we need to do is add in the dirt. Now for that, I need to go out to the garden and dig up the soil, but I can't because it's now night time, so I'm gonna have to wait till morning. I could have just pretended it wasn't, couldn't I, and just cut that. Never mind. Right, well I'm going out to the area behind my house to get some of the soil. Now we don't need a lot for this, so barely need to dig anything. So that's our nutrients sorted that will sit underneath our sand that's going to cap all of that. So that last little bit with the nutrition capsules from Tropica, it's just these ones here. It's just basically like a plant feeder. It's just, yeah, NPK. You can buy this from anywhere, to be honest. It doesn't have to be Tropica, but Tropica stuff works really well. It seems to be the right balance. So that's what I like to use. Scattered it on the glass as well in the sand areas where there won't be any plants, but it will then allow plants to sort of move into, if you like, and send runners into. Now the sand we're going to use, we've got some of this stuff. It's just like a quartz-based sand. I really like it. It's a clean look, but it also, it seems to allow plants to grow really well through it as well. So I'm going to cap this area with a decent amount, building it right up. We're going to have like a slope into the middle, so we've got like a valleyway, as if you're looking down a river. That's what I'm going for in this one. And then rocks sort of bordering in it, but not proper retaining walls, just like loosely placed, and then loads of details in the foreground. So you can see there we've got that really nice valley going on. Now we'll tidy that up and make it a bit more uniform in a minute, but first of all what we need to do now is just get our rocks in to border that sort of valley that I want coming out. These don't have to be placed in a really strict way, they're just to act as some kind of retaining wall, but not a solid one, if you like. The plants are going to be doing a lot of that work for us, and all the gravel and detail I'm going to be putting along the middle channel as well. Yes, 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 I know. Currently that looks pants, but stick with me. That's just a sort of framework and layout I've put as a sort of guide. The detail stones are really going to tie it all in and just create that less of a contrasty look. You'll see, I'll do it now. Right, there we go. Still looking pants, but wait, just be patient. I'm confident that this is going to be really, really good, but I want to go and buy some plants now, which I haven't done in a long time because I normally get them from Tropica, who sponsors the channel. But I want to get some really common pond plants. They're like, I don't even know the name of them, but we'll get to that in a minute. But I've never used them before, so let's give this a go. Right, so we've got our plants. They're going to look a lot better than this in the tank, don't you worry. And obviously the green parts are the parts that have been exposed to the light the most, and the bottom part hasn't, but it's all going to be bright in our tank. Now, I've got these as well. I've got no idea what plant this is. I've never seen it before, but it looks quite good, and I thought I'd get it for a bit more detail. But let's get all of these planted into that tank. So the tank's now starting to turn out exactly how I pictured it. It looks a bit funny at the moment to you guys because all the stems are flopped over, but I deliberately do that. You work from the inside flopped to the outside, so then when you fill up with water, they all should just stand up. I mean, nothing like my hands, but anyway. But yeah, completely uncomplicated build. These plants are just like the most common ones you can actually get and are suitable for cold water, temperate water. I mean, that's what we're going for here. My room's set to 20 degrees, so I won't put a heater in this because that means the water will pretty much be at 20 degrees as well, which is perfect for the guppies. The endless can actually go cooler than that as well, down to about 18 degrees. I've kept them at 16 before with no problems as well. So next I want to fill up with water and then put our filtration system in. Okay, the tank's filling up. Now that water explosion was just a kink in the hose, and as I walked in, I unkicked it, it just went everywhere. Now the perfect time to add the chlorinator to your tank is now. Oh, and I've got some here. Right, so I'm almost filled up. I've left it down a bit so I can still get in and out around, you know, the tank with my hand without it all over spilling. But oh yeah.
A new character is called. It's called.
Who? Have you forgotten? Aquaman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was. I thought I could see Aquaman.
And also, there's a new one. It's called Green Arrow.
Green Arrow. Oh, okay.
And it shoots the spiders.
Shoots the spiders, does he?
Yeah, but they're not out. There's loads of spiders to defeat.
I thought you'd completed it.
No, it's not done yet. There's loads of them.
Oh, okay. All right, quick, then go get him.
But there's loads. There.
Do you need help?
Yeah.
Okay, right. Okay, I'm back. I had to help go and defeat the Joker, you see. So there's stems behind me at the moment, look a bit of a mess, but they will straighten up and go towards the light as they progress. As the tank progresses, you know what I mean. Anyway, I've got an absolute ton load more plants to go in that I already saved from previous setups. We've got loads of Rotala rotundifolia, established plants that are really going to make the whole tank pop. whilst these ones are growing in as well. These ones will go more and more green as well. It's just that they've been sat in in that pond that you saw with no real sort of light on it, gloomy, so they're not going to be as green and healthy as they can be. But we're going to change that. So yeah, down here in this bucket, look, we've got a guppy trying to climb over the top. But yeah, we've got our fish in here, which is the guppies, and we've also got a load of plants to take out from the last setup. So we've got loads of dwarf hairgrass, tenellus, Rotala rotundifolia. There's some H-Ra in there as well. So all these are going to add a nice bit of colour as well to the green, but I'm going to put a majority of them at the back, except for obviously the short stuff. That's going right in this sort of section here, which is going to look great. So I'm really happy with how this one's turned out. I just love simple, natural looking scapes. I think that's what we've got here. It's possible to add a few more details. Maybe I'll do that later on, like sticks and leaves and, you know, that sort of natural stuff. But for now, I'm just going to keep that clean look, keep on top of the maintenance, keep those guppies breeding. There's so many babies in there, way more than I actually thought I had, but that's great. Eventually, I'll be able to support my local fish store by giving them to them, and then that allows them to make some pure profit from them. Hopefully you've enjoyed this one. If you have, click the like and click the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next one.